Hello, ladies and gents, and welcome to another episode of Pitch Perfect Live. I am your host and coach, Nicci Willis, and every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we show up with a brand new business owner or business leader, and they give us our pitch, we tweak it, and help them so that when they are giving their message, when they are pitching to whether it's a client or an investor, they can lean in and say yes. That is what we do here, ladies and gents. So listen, I am so happy that you decided to join me today. We've already got somebody on, which is amazing. Let's see. Before I get started, I want to make sure that you are subscribed. So if you are on our YouTube channel, okay, my YouTube channel is Nicci Willis. Everything is Nicci Willis with me, all right? NICCI WILLIS. You can subscribe there. That would be awesome. That would mean so much to me. And my subscribers are the ones that are a part of my audience who chime in and comment. So if you want to comment, make sure you subscribe, and then you can do that, all right? By the way, to my wonderful audience, you guys are amazing. I cannot thank you enough for the support that you give these business owners. Listen, it is somebody coming on with their business, all right, with their business pitch in front of who knows how many people and putting themselves out there. And you guys give an incredible safe space. And that's also what this is for. So thank you guys so much. We are in month 6, which is amazing. And we are rocking and rolling. If you want to be in the hot seat for Pitch Perfect Live, just go to my website, NicciWillis.com. Click on the button that says Pitch Perfect Live. I've got this QR code. Can I point to it? Oh, I can. That QR code as well. You can scan that and you can be the next guest for Pitch Perfect Live. You know what? All survivors so far, everybody comes out smiling. So it's all good. Maybe you will be next. But today I've got a very special guest. I am going to bring him on. Y'all, his name is Tyrique Perry. And he is a film director, a documentary film director. And Ty, I'm going to bring you on right now. Hey, Ty.
How you doing, Nicci?
I am wonderful. How are you feeling? How you doing?
I'm blessed to be here. I'm happy to be here.
I know that's right. I see you've got the Panthers on. Okay, so you're a huge Panthers fan.
Yes, ma'am. From North Carolina, so stay with the home team.
I love it. All right, staying with the home team. We are 49ers fans. I have to be. My husband, I'm married into it. That's all I know. I'm married into it. Okay, so bang bang Niner gang. But listen, we are so happy to have you. Your company is called Amor Fati Cinematique.
Mm-hmm.
All right, awesome. So what we are now going to do, ladies and gentlemen, if this is your first time, what we're now going to do is do the open mic. So Ty, what you are going to do is pitch me your company, pitch me your business. As if you would be talking to, as a matter of fact, who would you want to be talking to? Let's try this.
That's a good question. That's a great question.
Okay.
I probably want to be talking to like an athlete or like a brand that like a high-end brand or something like that.
Okay. Or a high-end brand. Okay. So let's be specific. High-end brand or an athlete?
Athlete.
Okay. I'm circling athlete. And what just before you start, what is your intention with this athlete? What do you want?
So I'm a documentary filmmaker. So
Okay.
I want to document like your life. I guess that would be what it is.
Okay. All right.
Or if there's something specific, like they want their season documented, or they're coming off an injury, or whatever the case may be.
Okay. Okay. Oh, this is good stuff. Okay. All right. So I am said. Okay. So we do a lot of role playing around here. All right. Okay. So I am the athlete. Right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut up. I'm going to stop talking. This is officially the open mic, and Ty, I'm going to let you take over. Once you're done, just let me know, and then we're going to break this thing down a bit and see what we can do. Okay?
Okay. All right.
Here we go. Go ahead.
Put me on the
Hi.
spot. See. Hi, how you doing today? My name is Tye. I'm a documentary filmmaker. I work with athletes and brands and other businesses around Vegas. And I came across your page and was interested in documenting like what you have going on for the season, the upcoming season, the off season, to see how you prepare, to see how you train, in hopes to inspire kids or something like that. I don't know.
Okay.
That's what I would say, something like that.
Okay.
But
Okay.
mind you now,
Mind me.
I don't do pitches. Like I haven't. I've probably been avoiding it. So I'm definitely grateful for this opportunity to work on a weakness for sure.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, you are in the perfect place.
You'll get
And
my number.
yeah, and that's it's awesome that you recognize that. I mean, that's huge that you already recognize that. Okay. So let's see. So let's talk about here in Pitch Perfect Live and with Command the Stage, I talk about the hero. Okay, I talk about the hero in terms of who our target audience is. Okay, so you in this case are the author, right? And your job is to paint this story for them to show them what you could do and how you can solve it, right? So you mentioned that you talk to athletes, right? You're a documentary filmmaker, and what you're looking for is possibly a possibility to document their season, or maybe a comeback story. Okay, so so right now, what would you say? So now if you're the author here, and you're painting this story for the hero, this athlete, this pro athlete, what is that athlete's pain point? What's the villain in their story? What's their pain point right now in terms of documenting things? What's their issue? What would you say that is? Is it that do you think that they believe they have a story to tell?
Maybe they don't.
Now, if you are a documentary artist, right? If you're a documentary director, you don't believe everybody has a story, even if it's a small.
Oh no. Oh no, I do. I believe everybody has a story. Yeah, for sure.
There you go.
Ah, I see what
There you go. So they have a story, whether it's to document their season, whether it is to document a comeback, whether it is to help them with their brand, right, and to reveal who they really are, not just as an athlete, but how they align with certain brands, right? So everybody has a story. And are you good at telling people's stories?
Oh yeah.
So what you're telling me is that as the author, the authority in the room, that is your gift. You're great at helping people tell their stories. Athletes tell their stories. Okay, let's write that down.
Okay.
So let's go back to this villain. We're calling it a villain. As you can see, those who have been watching Pitch Perfect for a while, I'm working on some new things because we know who the hero is. The hero is our target audience, right? Tye here is the author of our hero's story, right? And so the villain is, what issue do they have that Tye can solve? Well, Tye, as a documentary director and the owner of Amor Fati Cinematique, can solve this problem, but we got to figure out what it is. What is this problem? What problem do most people have when you're talking to them? These athletes in particular, what problem do they have?
Are you asking me or are you asking the audience?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll stop talking to the people. Everybody's now I'm talking to you. Tye, what in terms of documentaries, right? What do when you're talking to people, because I know you have conversations,
Right.
what problems do they say that they have?
You
This
know, I think it'd be problems that you wouldn't expect them to have, or
in terms of documentaries though, because you want to solve their problem as a documentary. And what you said was, hey, I'd like to film you, but what if they don't know they have a story? That's a problem. They don't
okay,
know they don't know if it can be they don't know anyone who can document it.
right,
That
yeah,
could be another problem. That they
yeah,
have this or that they have this brand that they don't know how to tell that story about themselves in order to get brands' attention, right? The attention of brands. So let's go back to what that problem is in terms of you want to document their lives, maybe their season or their comeback. Is one of their problems they don't know that they have a story?
yeah.
Okay, so that's one. They don't know they have a story. What other maybe questions that they ask you, or what other issues that they come up with that you've heard before? Talk to me a little bit.
Maybe they don't know who to go to do it to get the
Okay,
type of service,
they don't know who to go to. Are
and
they? Go ahead. Yes, keep
oh,
going.
um, and kind of
And
similar to that, they probably get a lot of oversaturation of people trying to do the same thing. So
so they're
like
inundated with so many people trying to record them or do some kind of work. So oversaturation. I love that word. Oversaturated. Okay. Okay. So they don't know who to go to. These are the words that you've said. They're confused about who to go to. And so many people claim to be documentary artists or documentary film directors. And they're just oversaturated. It's overwhelming. Would you say that?
yeah, I would say that.
Okay. So it's possible that you could talk to this athlete and start with their pain point.
Okay.
Hey, listen, I know you've heard this all before. I'm a documentary film director, and I want to document your life. Could you start with that? But starting with acknowledging what they already see already. Does that sound um, does that sound like it matches your vibe?
Yeah, because I don't really. I guess it's kind of hard. I mean, it's not hard, but I haven't came across the opportunity to present itself to where I had to do that. But
Mhm.
sometimes I'll just be on Instagram or social media, and I'll see something, and I'll kind of just be like, "Hey, if you did X, Y, Z, this way, it'll be probably better because of this." Like I usually try to extract some type of value to give them, and then like do my thing from there. But
Okay.
just the outright pitch, I don't think I'll.
No, this
That's
is a
having the skill,
stretch.
having the
That's
voice.
why
Yeah,
this is pitch perfect. So you were
yeah,
good. You were good. But I like what you just told me. You just said that you'll see something that they've already done and say, you know what, there's a better way to do that.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So you could say, you could ask someone, have you ever had someone document a part of your life before?
That's that is, yeah, that is like so simple, but like I overthink that. Have you?
Have you ever had anybody document a part of your life before? So then it's either a yes or no, right?
Right.
So the next question I would say, if they said yes, I would say, oh, really? Tell me how it went. How did it go? What happened?
Okay.
So then they can tell you what their experience was. And what you just said was your superpower. You know how to take something that they that has already been done and say, you know what? Can I show you how I can make that better? Would you be open to seeing how I can make that better for you? Would you be open to me showing you how you could retell that story? What do you think?
I like it. I like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, and this is why I love asking these questions, because not everything, you as the author, you are very unique, right? And we don't want to suppress that. We want to just bring it out. So when you said, I'm able to look and see, you know what, I could have done this better. Let's use that. Let's absolutely use that. And as you're working through their pain points, and maybe they didn't like that experience, or that no being maybe they just don't think they have a story to tell.
Yeah.
Your response was, everybody has a story to tell, but it just has to be done the right way, or the right person has to do it. And that's
I
you.
agree. Yeah.
Yeah, and
That's
that's
me.
you.
That's me.
Yeah. So what I would say is, everybody has a story to tell. It just has to be done the right way.
Mm.
I'm the person to do it. Let's see. I got a comment. It said, letting people know how you can do it better. It sounds like a great way to state your competitive advantage. Exactly. That's what we're saying. Somebody is already on it. That's what we're segueing to. Your competitive advantage. So thank you so much for that comment. I love that. Because what we want to do is show them what makes you different. How do you stand out? So tell me, tell us a little bit about what your process is.
Um. Well,
Your
like I was
unique
telling
process.
you, my unique process. I believe what makes or okay, my unique process is I'm a big quality over quantity person. So
Okay.
I would rather take on like 2 or 3 projects versus 10 projects because I would want to put my effort and energy solely into one thing and give it my best. And
Okay.
I've invested into myself education wise, into myself experience wise, into my
Okay.
equipment as well. And then also like I'm also anti like I wouldn't say anti AI, but
Okay.
I just believe in more human connection and really using each other stories or experiences to really
Yes.
help guide each other. So I'm more so like just I don't know. I'm just old school. Like I'd
Yeah.
rather talk to you, understand it, figure it out, be curious, ask questions instead of just like going on AI and give me a content plan for this business or this type of person that fits XYZ characteristics or attributes.
Hmm.
So more so just like very interpersonal. Is that the word I'm trying to say? I think.
Yes.
Um,
I like that word. Um, and also what I'm hearing you saying, you said quantity or quality over quantity.
hmm
You said so when that person is working with you, they get your full attention.
Right. Yeah.
Quality of the documentary and their intention of how they want to tell the story, their intent and how they want to tell the story is much better than most documentary film artists who have multiple projects happening at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay. I also heard you talk about your education. This is where your authority comes in. You got really passionate about that. I love that part because you started talking about the education, the experience, the equipment. So we're talking about the quality, the difference that your process takes versus someone else. I wonder how we could say that. when we're pitching. So let's go back to the question that we asked. What was the question that we asked in order just to open up the conversation? What was the question that you asked? That we said that you asked?
Like, why would I don't like, why would you why would the athlete choose to work with me?
The question that you asked was, or that we would ask is, would you ever, or have you ever done a documentary?
Oh, okay. With the athlete.
Yeah. Have you ever done a documentary? And then that second question, if they say yes, you definitely ask them, okay, how so? Like, how was it? Tell me all about it. Right? But then if they say no, that's when you say, well, I believe everyone has a story.
Mm-hmm.
It just has to be done right.
Okay.
And I'm the person to do it. So what I'm seeing is you have all the pieces there on the inside. We just got to bring it out. Mm-hmm. I know you're a great storyteller behind the camera, but we want this to grow, right? We want this to expand. And so when you get into the mind of who your hero is, if you're talking to that athlete, right? We know that they've been inundated with people, trying to get something from them, right? We know that they are probably a little overstimulated and a little overwhelmed at all of the asks that they get. But your way of saying, hey, I saw what you did there. Can I show you something better? Is a great way that you can also start that conversation as well. Let me see who else. Everyone has a story, soon says. It just has to be told right. They like that part.
Yeah, I like that too.
Everyone has a story. It just has to be told right. I come up with these things on the fly, people. I don't know. But you can definitely use that. Okay. You can definitely use that. Let's see. Let's talk a little bit about, so you told me a little bit about what you do as far as your process. What happens after someone works with you? So this is what we need to nail down at. And then we'll see if we can't put it all together. So after you've done that documentary, how does the person feel, or what is the result for that person after you've successfully done a documentary?
They're usually in just like awe.
Okay. So we got in awe. What does that look like for them? What has happened now that, before they were working with you, what was going on?
Did they so you're talking like results, like numbers?
Yeah.
Man, see, that's where I have to get the actual screenshots, but I believe that they've seen the exponential growth on their social media, new clients.
Okay.
Engagement on it. So on the
increased engagement.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
More what's the word? Foot traffic into the the brick and mortars. Some more.
Okay. So increased foot traffic. Okay. This is good stuff, because if you're talking about businesses, if you're talking about money, that's good. Now, when we're talking about an athlete, this is what you said you wanted to work on today. Mm-hmm. If we're talking about an athlete, are you talking increased growth for the athlete as far as their following?
Well, I mean, I haven't worked with one before, so
what should they expect?
I would say increase like likeliness of their brand.
Okay. of their brand. Okay, I love that. Let's stay right there. So what you could say here is, and get ready to write these things down. What you
Okay.
could say is, after working, after completing my documentaries, my clients see increased growth. They see increased engagement. For my clients that have brick and mortars, they see increased traffic. All this has to do with the way we tell their stories. So then you ask the question, can you imagine? Because you haven't worked with that person yet, so we can't guarantee, right? All we can do is say what we have previously done in the past with who we have worked with, which are legitimate receipts. But now let's paint the picture for our hero. If I can do that for these people, imagine what I can do for you.
Mm.
If you allow me to tell your story. I'm going to say this again. The clients I've worked with have seen increased growth in their following. They've seen increase in clients and engagement. Those who have brick and mortars, they've seen increase in their foot traffic. All this is because of the way that we tell their stories. Now, imagine if I was able to do this for them, imagine what I can do for you. You're bringing your receipts from past experiences into where you're trying to grow now, grow and go now. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. So I want to do just a small little role play here, just to see where we're at and see what we got. I got like 3 minutes. Well, I actually got like 7-8 minutes left.
Okay.
Let's see how you now pitch me. Now, here's what I'm going to say, because executive presence is very, very important. So I need you to sit up, feel being the CEO of Amor Fati Cinematique. Okay?
Okay.
You are Tye Perry. This is what you do. This is years and years of work and education and investment, and you know exactly what you're doing. You now want to pitch this athlete that you found on Instagram, but you've now run into this athlete, okay? They are now in front of your face. Do you know Asia Wilson?
Oh yeah, I love Asia Wilson. I love Asia Wilson.
Oh, okay. Me too. You got real hype on this one. Okay, I love it.
Asia Wilson. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna get into my Asia Wilson.
Okay.
All right. You are now pitching Asia. All right. You know what?
That's crazy.
Not really her. Goodness gracious.
Nah, I'm just saying, like, if I was to like pitch Asia Wilson, like, that's crazy.
Wouldn't that be awesome? Huh?
That would be crazy.
Okay, so you know her story. You know her story, right? And let's say you've run into her. Okay. Let's just say you've run into her. How are you going to approach her? Of all the things we talked about, I know.
Man, I hit Asia with that. I already know you got 1,000 people trying to document your life or get access. I would say, I know you probably have hundreds of people trying to get access to you. Well, I don't know. Should I introduce myself first? That's kind of weird, right? Okay. All right.
You can introduce yourself. Absolutely. How about I introduce myself? Huh?
Okay.
We are. We're at a networking event. Yes. You see Asia Wilson. Okay. Go ahead and introduce yourself, and let's just see what we get to. Let's see how. All right. Hey, how you doing?
Oh, I'm good. All right. I'm good. Asia, how you doing today?
I'm good.
Well, my name is Tye. I'm a documentary filmmaker here in Las Vegas, and I'm sure you get a lot of inquiries about getting access to you. May I ask, have you had someone document your life before or document you?
Oh yeah, I get documentaries all the time. I've had people document me. Yeah.
And
Mhm.
how does that go? How's that experience for you?
I honestly, I usually, have my publicist handle that. I don't know. Like, I always have cameras all over the place.
Okay.
Mm.
Um, dang. This is where I okay.
Okay. So you started off okay. You started off well. Of course, you introduced yourself and things like that. Um, so what we weren't able to get to is the simple call to action, honestly. If she says she has her publicist or somebody on her team that's working that,
Mm,
see if you can get that information. Okay.
okay.
So, oh, that's interesting. Who's your publicist or can I get that information? But let's do, because maybe Asia is like, she's up there, up there. Let's do, let's still do a basketball player. But maybe less Asia Wilson, but so it's someone who is more, approachable and doesn't have a humongous team behind them. Is that fair enough?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we are out and about. We are at some kind of event, and you run into a pro basketball athlete. I am ready.
Okay. Let's say his name is John. Be like, yo, hey, how you doing today, John? Man, I'm big fan. I see you on Instagram all the time. I love your content. Actually, I saw something, and I seen the way that the story was told. Have you ever thought about doing it this way? Wait, what was that? Have you ever?
Wait. Okay. You were doing so good. You were doing so well. And it was so natural. Probably shouldn't use the Asia Wilson thing because that was like we all love Asia Wilson.
Yeah,
But what you said is, I love your content, I love what you're doing, and I saw something. So what you're doing is you're acknowledging that I don't want something from you. I'm actually following you. I'm
yeah.
actually watching and seeing what you're doing. Um, so you can do a follow-up question that says, I'm curious, who does your documentary?
I'm
Who does your
curious. Okay.
documentary or who does your film work? And would you be open to entertaining other documentary artists or documentary filmmakers?
Okay.
How this stuff comes together. Okay. The sun is coming up on me, I feel like, because we're having this aha moment. Okay, let's try this again and see if we can't get a little more conversation here. Let's see if we
Okay.
can get a little more conversation. So I'm officially John. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
Hey, how you doing today, John?
Hey,
Um,
how you doing? Good.
I'm doing well. My name is Tye. I'm a big fan. I follow you on Instagram. I'm a documentary filmmaker here in Las Vegas, and um, I follow on your content a lot. And I noticed something with the way the story was being narrated. And well, first off, I would like to know. Dang, what did you say? Hold on, pause.
Okay.
Um,
So you could say you were gonna say I noticed what?
I noticed that the lighting was off when you were telling said story, and
You don't necessarily have to go negative.
okay,
Yeah. You could say I saw some let's see. I saw a couple of different ways of how you could do that story.
ooh, okay, I saw
That
a
way.
couple of different
A
ways.
couple of different
Okay,
ways. Because remember, we're trying to just get him to lean in. We just want to say, okay, how so? Because what if his brother filmed it and he like is a diehard for his brother, or somebody that is like, maybe somebody standing next to him that's in his crew. No shade. And so in order to do that, we just say, you know what? I saw some other ways that you could tell that story. Uh, and then you can ask him about uh, has he ever had someone film a documentary?
okay. So, hey, John, my name is Ty. I'm a documentary filmmaker here in Las Vegas, and I'm a big fan of yours. I watch a lot of your content, and on like your recent posts, I saw something, and I saw a few different ways we could tell that story. I'm curious, have you had anybody document your life before?
Mm, people just kind of follow like my stories and stuff like that. I do that kind of short content.
Okay, well, would you be open to entertaining the idea of having someone document your life?
No, I mean, I'd be open to it. I mean, I guess it kind of just depends on how much it costs and all that stuff, right? Like, I don't know.
Okay, well, is this the part when I go into like,
Keep going. Yeah.
hmm, well,
So
I believe that
so we gotta
everyone
get,
has a story.
well, he's already like, it kind of just depends. So right here is where you can get that call to action. Because at this point he wants to know. So you could do one of two things. You can get that call to action if it's quick, but you were going to say, is this where I go in to say, I'm looking at my time, how much time do we have? Not very much. Okay. um where I want to go with this. Okay, you know what? Yes, let's practice this part. Let's practice talking about the process and all that. So go ahead, disregard what I just said. Go ahead.
Okay, so what I would be like, well, I believe that everyone has a story,
Yep.
and I'm the right person to tell it because I've done multiple. I've worked with people. I work with businesses and entrepreneurs, and they have seen exponential growth in their Instagram, social media. They have, if they're a brick and mortar, they have seen more foot traffic.
Okay.
Um, yeah,
Okay.
dang.
No, you're doing well. That part, um, in this particular conversation, you could probably save for later because
Okay,
he's all what you said. I believe everybody has a story. It just has to be told right. Right then and there, you can say, "I tell you what, let me get your contact information. Let me get your email.
okay,
Let's set up some time. Let me see some of your pieces, maybe some of your favorite pieces, and let me show you how I can retell that story."
okay. I like
That's
it.
and then
Yeah,
go and then, yeah, because what you're doing is you're just asking him for what you're doing is asking him for some type of call to actions. Like, it's something that you want. You want to be able to document their life, but you're not gonna land the plane right then and in there. You just need a contact information, an email, a phone
okay,
number. Yeah. But that was really, really good.
okay.
So
Thank
this is what we saw at the beginning. Uh, I don't know how to start. I mean, I'm really good at what I do, but to hey John, I'm a huge fan of yours. I was looking at some of your work and I really liked it. I thought about some different ideas on how we can retell those stories. Have you ever had someone actually document your life? You haven't. Okay. Yeah, I've seen all the pieces on there. Right, right. Well, that's what I do. I spent many years documenting and directing a documentary films. And I was just wondering, would you be open to kind of just talking about it and seeing how we can retell your story? Okay. I tell you what, let me just get your email. I would love to just maybe schedule maybe 30 minutes. We can talk about some of the things in your life. And if you would let me, I'd love to propose to you how we could retell that story. What do you think? And sing. What do you think about that?
That's clean.
Yeah. All of that is within this session here. That's what I heard.
That's
All of that. So you got it in you. Unfortunately, we only have 30 minutes to do this,
yeah. Right, right, right.
yeah, but you have it in you. And your superpower is being able to say, hey, you know what? I really like that, but I've got some other ideas on how I can retell that story. You ever have you ever had someone document your life? Okay, well, let me get your number, let me get your email, whatever it is that you want. Let's schedule some time. We can talk it over a little bit, and I can propose to you how we can do that. That way, it increases your engagement. It shows your following who you really are. If you're looking for branding deals, it's going to showcase that. I do all that. And I only work with one project at a time. So this would be me and you until it's done.
I like that.
Thank you.
Yeah, definitely grateful for you. Thank you so much.
You are welcome. You are welcome. Well, listen, I appreciate you for being on this. Y'all, look, he is still alive. Once again, y'all, we've got somebody who has successfully made it through Pitch Perfect Live. We love it. Now, listen, Tye, I always tell all of our guests at the end, I give you the floor again, and I want you to tell everybody how they can find you. Because, hey, listen, y'all, we actually have a documentary film director on with us. So if you are interested, listen up. This is how Tye is going to tell you how you can find him. Go ahead, Tye.
You can find me on Instagram at Tyrique Perry, TYRIQUE PERRY. And I also have an Instagram page, my business page, Amor Fati Cinematique, which is, I think it's in the description, right? Is that it?
It will be. It will be.
Okay.
So do not worry about it because it is rather long and we want to make sure that it's spelled correctly. So in the description below, when this replay comes out tomorrow, you guys will have that information. Listen, if you are looking for a documentary film director, this right here is your guy. Listen, also, if you want to be a part of Pitch Perfect Live, you want to just throw it at me, pick my brain. We will figure this thing out. Just like we did right here with Tyrique. And he is well on his way. Tyrique, I know that you are going to land an athlete.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Watch this. Just keep practicing, keep rehearsing. I will make sure, guys, you stay tuned. Make sure you head to the green room. That's also on my website. You can head there. Join the green room. That's what keeps you updated and posted. I will be updating people as we go along to let you know when doors open to the mastermind that I am having very soon. For people just like you guys who want to perfect their pitch, who also want not just to perfect their pitch, but who wants to have scripts. Okay, who wants to have that sales process and the strategies ready to go. I have spent over almost 10 years doing this, and I have been an entrepreneur for, over 16 years. It's been a very, very long time. So if you want all of that information without all of the years, then you'll definitely want to join my mastermind very soon. All right, y'all. Well, have a wonderful, wonderful week. Tyrique, thank you so much for joining me. Somebody said, great work, man. Hey, that's what we're talking about. I know it. Somebody said, make it look so easy. I know.
Right, definitely.
That's what, listen, all you got to do is join the mastermind, okay? It's going to open up next month. Yes, I do make it look so easy, but that's because it's been very, very long time in the making. I, too, was just like you. No worries. I was just like you. And now I'm able to identify my hero, understand what their pain point is, understand how my solution meets that problem, get them that resolution and that transformation so that they are no longer worried and tied up under all of these things and thoughts and getting in their head, and they are able to get that client to lean in and say yes. So that's what I do now. All right, y'all. I'm going to let you have the rest of your Taco Tuesday. Tye, thank you so much. Guys, I will see you. You know what? Next week, I think we're going to be off because I think I'm going to take that week off, but I will see you June 2nd. So not next week, but I will see you June 2nd. If it changes, you'll see it in the green room. All right, guys, take care. Bye, Tye. Thank you.
Thank you.